Yo, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showcasing one of my most recent eBay purchases, which as you can see is going to be a pink Nintendo DS Lite. Or to be more specific, this is going to be the Coral Pink DS Lite, which is hands down one of my favorite DSs out there. I paid a total price of $71.78 for this Coral Pink Nintendo DS Lite, and aesthetic wise, this thing looks amazing. However, this DS does have some issues. At the time of the purchase, under the description, there was no mention of these issues at all, but I did come across two of them. One of the main issues that you probably can't see through the camera is the bottom screen has a flickering issue where it's not as bright as the top screen. It's not really noticeable unless you're playing a game, which speaking of games, I have an issue with the cartridge slot where some of the pins are bent, so it won't really read the DS games. I'll read it here and there, but it's a bit iffy. And of course, when I try to get footage of the game not working, with my luck, the game actually read. And as you can see, the bottom screen is a bit brighter than the top screen, or whatever the issue may be, the bottom screen has an issue. But I would say the bottom screen is a less of an issue compared to the cartridge slot not reading, so I decided to try out the Game Boy cartridge slot to see if it would work. And to my surprise, it worked, and I was really happy that it did work because at this point I thought I bought a broken DS, but it's just a bit faulty, which is fixable. And for anybody who's wondering, I did reach out to the seller asking if I could send it back and get a refund, which they replied saying I could. But that's not what I'm gonna do. Besides the issues that I did mention, this DS is in really good condition, so I'm gonna send it in to get fixed, which I am hoping it's worth it. Taking a look at some of my other Nintendo related products that I did pick up, we have the Crash and Spyro Game Boy Advance game. Then we have the series of unfortunate events for the Game Boy Advance as well. And then we have the Ratatouille game for the Nintendo DS, which I would say is a classic. With all of that being said, let me know down below what you think of the Coral Pink Nintendo DS Lite. Would you send it back in for the refund, or would you send it in to get fixed? Consider leaving a like and subscribing. I appreciate the support as always, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.